There is a myth that many have been indoctrinated with religion on the account of a rendering of an account for our past deeds in our life when we cross over to the other side. That myth is going to be debunked today on this reading. I received the download 2 days ago about Divine Masculine is now in Divine Court over Divine Feminine. And this is something that is already happening. Judgment Day is here for Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine too. But we haven't got to Divine Feminine. This is the Divine Masculine read. So we'll go ahead and get into what Divine Masculine is being held in derision over, what Divine Masculine has to say, and what the verdict is. Let me go ahead and call in some help. I call in air, fire, water, earth, spirit, and ether. And I also call upon the highest of the highest of the high, which is Çourt Óv3r, who will be able to give me the information that is necessary for this beautiful reading in all directions, time and space, past, present, and future. And so it is. First, I would like to make an announcement. My channel is not here for those that are soul searching and lost, and in their, let's just say, entrapment to their delusion, they come across my channel and they are triggered by the fact that I am a reader. And I also channel for those that have passed beyond the veil, that are not dead. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. I will not shrink back my talents and my gifts from source to make you feel comfortable. If you're not comfortable with it, don't listen and continue on your lost journey. I'm not going to defend why I do what I do. I'm not going to pull your scripture on you to justify why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm just going to delete your comment and I'm just going to block you because I don't have time. I'm not there on my journey. I used to be so lovingly explaining, using scripture and trying to win people over. When I realize that I am on a different timeline now, and so my channel is for those of you that are in your ascension process and that are ready. For those that are not ready, let them sleep. I don't have time. There is a sense of urgency in which I am going about helping to awaken people. And if you're still asleep, nothing that I say to you will move you to even comprehend a portion of what I'm saying. So I choose to say nothing at all at this moment. With that being said, this is a general reading. Take what resonates. If the shoe doesn't fit, don't force it. But please have faith in you and your higher self and your spiritual team that you have come across this channel for a reason. You have pressed click for a reason. There is something that needs to be heard that I might say that will help to trigger you on your path or enlighten you as to why certain things have taken place or will take place, because this reading is fluid. And at any time that you click on the play button, that means that this came at a time where you were more vulnerable to the information and you needed to hear it at this now moment. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the reading for Divine Masculine. And when I say Divine Masculine, I am talking about interchangeably of energy, not sexual orientation. If you want something more specific to your situation, please peruse my description box. And I have a plethora of services and readings that I offer for my clients. Whatever you are intuitively guided to, please make your selection and email me afterwards so we can converse on the next step forward. Divine Masculine is right now in the divine courts. He is in communication with spirit, whether that's through his angels or his spiritual team. But there is communication that is going on, and the divine is questioning the divine masculine and the divine masculine's actions towards divine feminine. Divine masculine is now stepping into his independence and his autonomy, no longer being codependent on divine feminine or the lower level soulmates. So in this independency, divine masculine has awakened to who he is. In order for you to know where you're going, you have to know the history of where you come from. And I'm not speaking about heritage, bloodlines. And the fact that I mentioned bloodline, I'm talking about spiritual bloodline. For the divine masculine that I am channeling at this moment, he comes from the Pleiadians, the Pleiades, which is represented by the star system here. So this divine masculine is a star seed that has been awakened at this now moment on this timeline. It was already soul contracted that this would happen. So now, in the courts, divine masculine is being held in derision for the loss of joy that he has inflicted upon divine feminine, for the pain, for the hurt, for the lack of concern for her happiness, for her morality, and the totality of her being. There has been so many obfuscations and lies that divine masculine has told during this journey in order to keep divine feminine hanging on a string. There has been a willful neglect of divine masculine's expressions towards divine feminine. He has repressed his feelings and repressed his emotions, which has wreaked a lot of havoc between the union. All relationships are divine mirrors, especially the twin flame relationship. So now divine masculine is being held in derision for his lack thereof self-expression, and even neglecting divine feminine when she has expressed herself. He has left her empty, and he has abandoned her emotionally, physically, and spiritually. Another thing that Source has brought to divine masculine's awareness that he also has been held in derision for is his lack of integrity, not only for divine feminine, but most importantly for himself or herself. Take what resonates. There has been a lack of honesty, which has created chaos and mayhem. And in this discord and chaos, it has disallowed for this union to come back together because of the strife. It has driven a wedge between divine feminine and divine masculine even further. But now divine masculine is being held in derision He is being held accountable from God's source at this now moment for everything that has been done under the sun when it comes to this union. There has been a final verdict. And the verdict from source energy for divine masculine is to start to have love that does not come with a bag of conditions, but unconditional love for divine feminine and appreciation. You have been sentenced to a lifetime of gratitude and appreciation for your divine feminine. As a result to her sadness that you have inflicted, the pain, the hurt, the harm, the trepidation, the sorrow, the limitations, and all of the pain and grief that you have caused her, and the loss of herself, trying to find herself because she has poured so much of her soul into you. The same sadness that have been inflicted on divine feminine is now inflicted upon you. You are bearing the weight of responsibility because you are supposed to be her protector. You were supposed to carry her. 2 and 5 is 7. You were supposed to be the perfect container to embody the energy of the divine feminine. You were supposed to be the one to come to bat for your divine feminine in all aspects and in all areas of divine feminine's life. Not only were you supposed to protect her from sadness, but you were supposed to be the last one to inflict it upon her. So you are now in the divine courts. You have been sentenced. Your sentencing has started at this very now moment. Now, what is activated upon you and in you is the urge to have Sophia, which is the energy, the earth energy of the divine feminine here on the earth that is accessible to you. Now that you have access of her, your love and your appreciation, the unconditional love and appreciation for your divine feminine is now upon you. It is in your hands. It is in your power to now give what you have been receiving. To give without reluctancy and resistance. To give with a happy heart. To know that there is a reward for doing what is right. You have a certain allotment of time that has been given to you from this day forward until 2024. You have been put on a period of detention or a period of isolation to get this right. You are given more time. But after this, there will be no more time given to you. And whatever you choose not to do will just be undone. And you will lose your birthright. And you will not be given any more chances. So now is the time to continue to grow in your great awakening, growing into your autonomy and making the integrations and adjustments, and doing what's right, not only in the sight of man, but in the sight of God's source. This is not something that you're only going to do from now into 2024. But notice that I said that you were sentenced this for a lifetime. To have unconditional love and appreciation for your divine feminine, and I have come to the conclusion of this reading for you. It is a good karma to like, share, comment, subscribe. Leave a love donation if you feel inclined to, or you can purchase a gift from my wish list on Amazon, and it will appear on the channel. I now wrap you in my love, and I cloak you with the light of Christ consciousness. There will not be an extended reading. There's nothing else that needs to be said. Namaste.